Hello. Have you ever felt job hunting can be a never-ending uphill battle? Like, no matter how many applications you send out, you're just stuck waiting. I know what that feeling is like. It's frustrating. You feel like you're stuck. You can't move on. And if you're unemployed and you haven't got a job, I get it. It's discouraging. But today, on my little walk through the Wiltshire countryside, I want to share some recent experiences about job searching. May give, especially for unemployed, there's a few things that have helped me stay on track more recently. I think I'm in the same position as a lot of people, employed or not employed. I mean, everyone's always looking for that next opportunity. You know, could I do better? Where do I fit? Am I in the right job? Can I be doing better? And then you don't start going through the process. But in this video, I'm going to tell you some of the challenges I've faced and ways in which I've maybe shifted my mindset a little bit and my strategy to try and land the next job, hopefully quite soon. So, if this is the first time you're meeting me, my name's James and welcome to my YouTube studio. This is day 13 of my 30-day YouTube challenge, where I've challenged myself to upload a video every day for 30 days in a way that I can cut my teeth into YouTube, start learning the processes, how it works, stand in front of the camera and just get the process of being better on YouTube. Now, I think one of the hardest parts of job searching is dealing with the mental side of it, trying to stay positive, trying to stay focused. It's like when you're looking for a new job and you're employed, it feels kind of fun. It's your choice. You've got time on your hands. You can choose. You can look at what you want. But when you're unemployed, it feels a bit like you're in some sort of survival mode. There's pressure on you, and there's this self-doubt that, you know, sometimes you send your CVs off and you hear nothing. For employers, you just don't come back to you. Sometimes you feel like you're sending your CVs off and your applications, and you just send them out into deep space or something. Just like, where have they gone? A lot of those times I've taken my time, I've prepared myself, I've looked at the company's history and values and standards, ready for the interview. I've taken the time to tailor each CV and added a covering letter, and most of the time they don't bother getting back to you. I mean, some do, but a lot of them don't. But even when you get that far, you can do your interview and after that you're down to the final four or something, and they still don't get back to you after that, and you think, I did well, and then are they still waiting, are they still looking? But I'll get on to that. Basically, I stopped working at the end of January. I've covered that in a previous interview. I thought basically I could do better. I had a slight argument with the supervisor down there and said, I'm not doing this anymore. I got on well with management, but I said I was looking for something better than this. But first of all, I thought I could find a job easily, and I had some good results back at first. I sent some applications off, got some feedback. I started to network. Well, I thought it was networking. I mean, basically, I was just contacting some people I knew from the past who I thought could help me. I was encouraged by them at first, but I feel like they let me down and they just didn't bother after a while. Now, I don't know if I took it to heart a bit. I don't know if they were like invested in me in the first place, if they were that interested, or just give me a bit of lip service to to listen to my plight. But I shifted that mindset, and I associate networking and sending off CVs and applications. They're both a numbers game, very similar. I mean, I think an application is a way of introducing yourself and showing the world who you are. And when you do networking, you still have to show a professional attitude and a positive mind, and convince people that you are being serious and you really do appreciate their time and help. Now, I actually left the armed forces just under 14 months ago, and I know a lot of people in the forces find it difficult in the first couple of years to transfer into civilian life. I think sometimes some people in the army don't find it so easy, a bit institutionalised. It's not used to being outside. You're a bit taken care of, really, when you're in the army, in some respects. But someone reminded me, but I'm still, in my first 2 years of leaving the army, I still come under what's called the CTP, the Career Transition Partnership, and they can offer me services to help me find a job. I mean, their role is basically have a meeting with them, and they talk to you about options and directions. It's not a job offer or anything like that, but it's purely careers advice. Lost my dog. Oh well. I didn't really want to go back to them because I felt like I left the army 14 months ago. I was basically putting that behind me a little bit, and whatever I've done since, I've been trying. I don't go back and feel like I was a bit of a failure. But I did swallow my pride. Not that I really need to. I didn't. I mean, I did go back, and a few days ago I went back, and that was strange, going back to an army barracks again, especially as a civilian this time. Had a little trouble getting on camp. It used to be easy with an ID card, obviously, a lot easier. Maybe it had to be processed in as a civilian. It just took a little longer. They presumed I'd never been there before, and I've been there loads of times, but I'd be treated that way because I was coming here as a civilian for the first time. In fact, it was really strange that when I went to the CPT offices, directly opposite the offices was my old block, and directly opposite was my exact room in the block where I used to live, where I'd been posted in about end of 94 to beginning of 97. Apparently the offices now, but that was interesting. I was a lot of memories because I'd been deployed from there to Bosnia and Cyprus, so back in the day it was interesting. Anyway, back to what I was talking about, sorry. The lady I had an interview with, she informed me that there was a careers fair happening. Wes, come on! But there was a careers fair happening, yeah, in Silverstone tomorrow night. Sponsored by Renewable Energies, facility management, that type of thing, and ways to try to find jobs. So I thought this could be another way for me to go to the big careers fair, and really people. It's a bit of a job, but if it pays off, it'll be worth it. I'm also planning to go to a similar event. Wipe the camera. A similar event on Thursday. Logistics management and logistics. I was saying this because in the beginning I thought I would find it easy to find a job, and I found out it wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. So I increased my rate of applications I sent out. But the shift in mindset has really been about finding different approaches to looking for work. I mean, I discovered that I left my old job thinking I was going to find another job easy. And I discovered that I couldn't, and that affects you mentally. I mean, it affects your identity. You're working, now you're not working, and it just goes on. It can affect you mentally, I think. There's lots of organisations out there, websites and things, a lot more than I realised. I mean, it's like the old adage, I didn't know what I didn't know. There is a lot of help out there, a lot more than I realised. I mean, you keep thinking about it, you will work out ways of solving problems. The problem I've got at the moment is I've lost my dog. Ah, she comes, that's great. Come on, you. So, what I was thinking about it was so far, what I've learnt about looking for a job, although I haven't got one yet, but this is what I've learnt so far. And I'm hoping I could pass this on to help somebody who's looking. I mean, the first thing you got to think about, I think, really is treat job searching like it is actually a job. Send your applications off, have some sort of tracking system. I don't have my computer. I have a file for my CV, a file for my jobs, and I put each individual files and just track them with how long they've taken to come back and who I've applied to. Included in that's a covering letter. Anything else I ask for, basically. I've got more than one file, so it's ready to go. Because the CVs are tailored, when I go for the interview, I'm thinking I can answer questions on my CV. I don't embellish my CVs or anything like that, so I haven't got to worry. I just tell the truth. You go in more confidence, like I think no one's going to catch you out if you're telling the truth. The next thing is I'm learning is networking. Networking isn't asking your mates or people you used to know. Networking is really contacting official organisations, professional career advisors, and approaching people that really can help you. I've heard that 80% of the jobs that are out there aren't even posted online. So they can direct you maybe to the right place. There's different. I thought Indeed was a be all and end all. That's all the jobs on there, but it's definitely not. There's other job sites which have got different jobs on. There's more opportunities out there than I originally thought. I mean, you might have to put yourself out a bit to get somewhere, but the other thing is to go to these events, careers fairs. There's experience days in certain industries. If you look from online, they come round. There's usually 1 or 2 a month from different places. I was aware of them, but didn't think they applied to me or needed it. But I think you've got to be open to everything. Saying that, I think also upskilling, learning new things for a job. That's important. I mean, I'm upskilling a bit till after I've got the job. I want to learn new skills specific to the job I'm going into. But in the meantime, there's lots of free online courses which give you certifications in different things. For instance, you can do courses in AI. AI is big at the moment, obviously. There's some good courses on there, and they're free. I can't put links on my notes at the moment because I haven't been on YouTube long enough, apparently, and the links don't go anywhere. But if you search it for free AI courses, I come across 5 or YouTube it. They all come with certificates. Some of them you have to pay for the certificates, but you don't necessarily need certificates. You've done the course. In my experience, employers aren't asking for certificates. They just want you to be confident about the subject that you said you know. We're not idiots. But anyway, another course I looked at was cyber security course. You can do a level 2 course, and it's absolutely free, paid for by the government. And it's on there. Just Google government funded cyber security. If I did it, it'd be a level 2 course, and then after you can go on to level 3 course, both funded by the government. That might interest some other people. I'm not saying I could go into either of those industries, but if you're doing things while you're been out of work, you're keeping your mind active, and it's something you've got on your CV. And I went for a job in a bank, and they were very interested about what I knew about AI, for instance. I think if I had a qualification in AI, they'd be even more interested. But it's not an AI job I was going for. Maybe don't be too choosy, be open to everything, be flexible in your approach to jobs. I think you could apply for a job. It might not be a job you want, but just use it as a stepping stone to the next job. It's better to be employed than unemployed. I tell you, a better wage coming in. I mean, I went into landscaping to work my way to get a bit of industry experience and work towards going into landscape management or more landscape construction, or maybe being self-employed. It didn't work out that way, and I decided maybe a different direction. I think what you can't do is keep your mindset. You've got to keep your mindset focused on what you're doing. Don't take offence. And you've got to keep going. You can't, like I was doing, my identity was tied to my employment status, but you're not. You're more than just what your job is. You're more than that. Now, you might be thinking that I don't have the right experience. There's too much competition out there. I understand that. And if you think that, you'll always wait for the perfect opportunity to display itself. I'll be ready for the opportunity when it comes and all. But you've got to start somewhere. You can't wait for it. You've got to start. You've got to make connections. You've got to tidy your CV up. If you're serious and you don't want to be stuck where you are, or if you're in a situation like me, where it becomes more desperate to find a job. I mean, if there's anything I've said that could be helpful, or if I find any more information this week about jobs and searching for jobs, you can drop me a message and I'll try and get back to you and give you any information I can, honestly. Especially any information I gain tomorrow, which is, I'm hoping to make a video while I'm up there, a bit of maybe more cuts to that one I expect if I do, because I'll be popping the camera up, having a quick look at everything. Hopefully that's what I'll do. Maybe I won't. I don't know, depends how brave I am. You know what I'm like. Yeah, let me know. So, if you enjoyed this video and would like to watch some more anything I've got to say, subscribe, like, send me a message, let me know you've watched this to the end. I appreciate that. I know that people are out there watching me. And the last thing I want to say is, if you've got a job, don't leave it for something if you haven't got anything to go to, like I did. It's just stupid. I felt like I had to. In retrospect, I should have just slowed down a bit, at least found something before I left. But keep your chin up. There's always something. Tomorrow's another day, and there's always something around the corner. Thank you very much. Hopefully you got some benefit out of this video, and see you tomorrow for day 14. Thanks. Bye.